I've been slowly inching my hours towards the morning shift just to ease in and take a look to see if the morning shift is worth it. I think every market is different, so it's worthwhile taking a look and testing out the waters for the morning shift in Seattle. So one of the days I went ahead and started at 9 o'clock. Today I started at 8 o'clock, just taking a look at what are the good shops to go to and what's reliable, and then also to test out the kind of volume that you get in the morning. Okay, so morning shift done. It's 11:30 right now, and it wasn't too bad. I think that if I went at it, you could probably make the same, maybe like 25, maybe a little bit less dollar wise, but the same amount of orders. I think that would be it's very reasonable to do in Seattle. So nothing wrong with morning shift. We're just gonna continue on and get through the lunch shift and then early dinner and then call it a day. That way I gotta rest a little bit. I think kind of pounding all these hours out is taking a toll on me. So that's it for this update. We're gonna just keep going at it, and I think that I'll explain more information later on about the morning shift. Going in, I know that I'm not going to make a lot per se, because take a look at this McDonald's order. It's not one that I usually take, but I think that you're gonna have to take these kinds of orders. This is like a second tier order. Another order from Rachel's Bagels, kind of the same distance. So I went ahead and accepted it because I think that these are the kinds of orders that you're going to have to accept in order to make any money. I think that assuming that there's going to be a lower volume, and it turns out that there is, this is what we're going to have to do. We're going to have to accept these second tier orders where it's a round trip of a little bit more than 20 minutes. Even if it wasn't, I think that a good amount is probably $20 an hour for the morning shift with like gaps and times in between. I do get a couple of short trips here and there. For example, the Seabiscuit Company, which is less than a mile for $9.75, and it should be a nice, quick, easy one. And it turns out that I actually get $10.55. As I'm doing these morning shifts, I find out that Rachel's Bagels is one of the reliable places that people do order from, and it's reliable all the way up to the lunch also. So that's something I could have figured out. Another place that is reliable order wise is the Salt and Sugar Cafe, but that place, I don't know. I feel like they start making the order once I get there. Maybe because maybe people cancel, or maybe I think they have enough staff. There's like four people back there, but my experience so far with that place has not been so positive when it's a bigger order. So that's something that I gotta learn as I go along where the hot spots are. McDonald's is always reliable, but for the most part, I think that those two are hot spots. So it's been 30 minutes since I've gotten another offer for delivery. I did get one offer in the span of 30 minutes, but it was like a no tip, so I rejected it. And usually on Mondays, things are a lot slower because all the good restaurants are closed, and I usually get bailed out dinner time. Even though there are some of those other good restaurants that are closed, I get bailed out by these Thai restaurants. So today we won't be having any kind of bailout because we're not doing a dinner shift, but that's okay. I think it's gonna all even out. We're on a good pace. We're just scoping out some new strategies, new times, and that's just gonna be how things are. Um, and we just gotta recuperate for today on those other days. Following the tail end of the lunch period, I get a order from Subway for $8.25 for less than 2 miles, and these fast food restaurants have been bailing me out. A couple from Subway, a couple from Taco Bell, And Taco Bell is kind of a coin flip because it's their lobby closes at random times depending on their staffing. You know, that's not really their fault, but they don't put up a sign, so I don't know. This next clip is just a PSA. Don't be driving all crazy out here. I mean, yeah, we're all trying to get to where we're going, but take a look at this guy who's trying to cross, and this car just zips right through. So this is just a PSA to drive carefully. Hey, check out this cat who's mugging me because I didn't bring him any food. Here we are again with Taco Bell bailing me out for $8.75 for less than 2 miles. So this should take me probably like 6 minutes, as long as the food is ready for me to pick up as soon as I get there, which it is. Towards the beginning of the dinner rush, I get an order from Taitani Kitchen, and last Monday, this restaurant bailed me out. I got like 6 orders from them, so here we go again. I gotta accept this order, even though it's a little far, and normally I wouldn't. But today has been a rough ride. Mondays in general, this restaurant is the moneymaker. It's surprisingly because also a couple of other Asian restaurants are closed. You would think that these Asian restaurants are open all year round. Holidays, snow, storm, you name it, they're open. But they don't. A couple of Japanese restaurants don't follow the stereotype. So we just gotta make do. This restaurant and another Thai restaurant really picks up the slack and has a lot of orders for me. Also, I wanted to mention that I also accept this offer because if anything, it'll land me in another hot zone. Is right next to Chick-fil-A. So even though I am approaching the end of the shift about 6 o'clock, if I get lucky and get a good order, I'll accept it from Chick-fil-A and get some make some money coming back. And spoiler alert, I do not get an order coming back. Instead, I finish this order, make $15.75, so a little plus there, but I get nothing coming back. And well, that's the end of my shift, and it's not a good one. Boy, I can't really explain it. I don't know if it was sunny or it was a Monday. I don't know. Overall, it was a horrific day. I got a total of 17 orders in 10 hours and only made $180.43. That is a huge bummer. Yes, I did. I was experimenting with the morning shift, but it shouldn't have been this bad. Towards after the morning shift, it usually picks up, and I'll make, I don't know, maybe like 23, 24, all the way up to $30 an hour. But I guess something else that is different about today is it is a holiday. I didn't think, and this is the first holiday that I've worked. I didn't think it would make a difference. I thought it would be like a weekend, and at best, um, at at best, and at worst, I mean, a lot of people I know still had to work. Even though it just recently became a holiday in the last couple of years, last I checked, like Amazon still has to work. Microsoft still has to work. Well, Microsoft's not around Seattle, but still, the point is that these major companies, a few major companies, still have their employees working. So that's a head scratcher. I think that what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a crack at it again, this time starting probably maybe like 6 in the morning or 7 in the morning, but we'll see. And so that's it for this video. If you like the content, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you next time.